Hello and welcome to Unsolved Mysteries. Tonight we will be talking about the gross case of the Minnesota swingers. What is a polycule? Is watching another man have sex with your wife gay? And is there something in the Minnesota drinking water turning men into effeminate nerds? Join me, maybe you, and help solve a mystery. Our story starts out in 2020 with this man, Arron Imholte. Arron is a small-town shock jock in Minnesota, and even though he's in his mid-30s, he has dreams of being a pudgy internet boxer.
Right? Double it. Yeah, walk.
With his upcoming white trash Vegas wedding to a much younger woman, the thinning hair radio personality's future looked bright. But Arron will do what we'll see as a pattern of his and ruin a good thing.
I called your co-host, Fish. I called her fat, diabetic. I said she has toddler breath and pit bulls should eat her. I said her career is finished and she's awful at radio. Fish and stupid on Twitch. Uh-oh, Heather is responding to people on Facebook. We have to write to Laser 1033. Their morning show is seeing it, chastising and harassing Laser 1033. Just shut up. Do your little show, let us have your fun with you, and then we'll move on.
Arron, thinking he's hot shit, attacks some fat female radio broadcaster and is forced to resign. After being fired, Arron pretends that his dirty garage internet show is a good thing.
Good morning! Holy Christ! It's the Steel Toe Morning Show. I'm Arron Imholte. Welcome to the show. Who's here for the first non-holiday show? Johnny K is here. We have a hype train already. Holy fucking shit.
We haven't even started yet.
We haven't even started the show.
In the next few years, we'll see Arron eke out a living, begging for donations with his wife April. Things were going pretty well for the duo until a meeting took place that would change everyone's lives. A lame Minnesota comedy show put Arron Imholte in the same room as Nick Rekieta. The two tall, unfunny nerds immediately bonded over their dorkness. They didn't realize it at the time, but this lame meetup would change both of their lives forever. Who is Nick Rekieta? He's a failed Minnesota lawyer who became a YouTuber. He also fancies himself a godly man. In between talking about court cases, Nick would do streams with his wife and talk about their marriage and their 5 kids, in an attempt to look wholesome.
What's up, guys? You can talk.
Even with trying so hard to portray the perfect marriage, people could easily see things weren't as they seemed.
He is the best partner that I've ever had. Like, I feel like I fail at life,
Why are you crying at this?
because I do this. Anyway, I feel like that I'm a failure, like at being a woman, a wife, a mother, everything.
Odd behavior and being spotted at unsavory places led a lot of people think these two were into some freaky things. Even though people were already accusing Nick and his wife of swinging, they would post photos like this as if it were normal. Nick was able to deflect these rumors and had a real streak of good luck. Nick gained almost celebrity status with his coverage of things like the Johnny Depp trial. He got a gaggle of other law nerds to say nerd things, and the super chats came pouring in.
I can now punch her anytime I want, and no one can do anything about it.
I think every man ever in the history of mankind has made that joke.
With a string of high-profile cases, Nick had money and internet fame pouring in for the first time in his nerd life. He was even able to expose a furry-shouldered comic book author as a scam artist.
Me say this.
Was delivering a book to the charity $17? I didn't want to ask these questions, Eric. Was delivering a book to the charity $17?
That was the cost. And by the way, it was not just $17, and I wish people would say that. That was not the average cost of the book.
What was the average cost?
The average cost, I think, came out to something closer to like $13 or so because we offered it in bundles. So the more money it is that they got, I don't know. Is there something that was confusing right there, Nick?
I didn't want to ask you these questions, man. Did you solicit a charitable donation for a book for $17 and the actual cost was $13?
Perhaps all that internet success got to Nick's head because he decided to tempt fate.
Has been passed to me. I don't know where this came from.
The infamous Sonic Shoe medallion was given to Nick, the medallion made famous by Chris Tran, the autistic weirdo who is charged with having carnal relations with his elderly brain-damaged mother. And instead of casting it into the fire, where it belongs, Nick keeps this bad omen, which might be the cause of what happens next. Stay tuned as we watch these sex perverts turn their whole lives upside down in record time.